Here are some real results of my mentees who have actually mastered the art of asset structuring. One advisor was struggling with small cases, but after applying asset structuring, he closed a $3 million case in just 6 months. Another advisor managed to double his entire previous year's income in just 3 months by shifting his focus to asset structuring and working with high net worth clients. And one of my mentees, who has never closed a case above 100,000, opened up 4 major asset structuring deals. And if she even closed one, she's on track to tripling her income in 2025. The list goes on, but the point here is not to boast. It's to show you that asset structuring works and you can benefit from it too. These are ordinary advisors that are willing to relearn on how to actually do their business and approach their clients. If you're ready to do the same, this strategy will transform your business. The harsh truth about our business. We have all heard this saying that our business is a numbers game. Have more appointments and close more deals. I used to believe that too, but there's a limit on how many clients you can meet in a day. In fact, I remember many late nights when I first started as an advisor, traveling for hours just to meet clients, hoping to close more bigger cases. I kept asking myself, is there a simpler way to achieve the same results while working fewer hours? I wondered why some top advisors worked fewer hours, got to travel, and still earn more than me, despite me having meetings like 10 or 20 clients in a day. That's when I decided to embark on a personal journey to find this breakthrough. But let's be very honest, it wasn't easy. I spent years seeking guidance from mentors around the world, trying to uncover that secret behind their success. What I discovered was this, that many top advisors at the top level weren't necessarily working harder. They had figured out how to close bigger cases, and they kept this strategy a little secret. I tried what they taught me over the decade, upgraded my knowledge on structures, and that's when the magic started to happen. Within the first year of my journey, I achieved MDRT in just 6 months. By the second year, it was 3 months. The next year, 1 month. And in 2024, I reached an incredible milestone of 327 TOT. Let me be clear, this isn't just about working harder. What truly propelled my success was learning how to close larger and more complex cases, and asset structuring played a huge role in that transformation. It took me over 20 years to fully understand the potential of asset structuring. The power of asset structuring. In 2024, I saw my efforts multiply by 1,000% compared to when I first started. This wasn't just by selling insurance. It was about mastering the art of creating long-term value for my clients by protecting and growing their wealth. But before you get too excited about what asset structuring can do for your business, let's be real for a moment. Success in this field doesn't happen overnight. To make the most of this powerful tool, you need to meet 2 key requirements. Requirement number 1 is mindset. You have to understand what is truly big. If you think $10,000 is a big case, that's where you limit your stay. Shifting your mindset to think in terms of larger, more complex cases like $100,000 or $1 million policies opens the door to bigger opportunities. Asset structuring requires you to think about protecting and growing your client's entire portfolio, not just a piece of it. I remember one of my mentees from the Big Case Closer mentorship started off with me with 3 years and said, 100,000 premium is a large case. Today, he only wants to focus on opening up cases where at least the premium is $500,000. A lot of advisors get comfortable in their comfort zone. But if you want to break through, you need to relearn and expand your vision of what's possible. That is something I always guide my mentees on. The second is skill set. You must develop the technical skills to navigate asset structuring. This includes understanding tax laws, business structures, estate planning, and even more. Without these skills, you won't be able to serve high net worth clients effectively. Just like any other profession, having the right skill is non-negotiable if you want to be the best.